Yo, what is good YouTube? Matty Dubs here, back with another video, guys. We have some breaking news coming out of Las Vegas. The Raiders are making a very intriguing signing here, just a few days away from their first preseason game, adding former Super Bowl champion running back Damian Williams to the team. In my opinion, this is a very solid signing. I think it makes sense for where their roster is right now. And in this video, I'm going to break down all the ups and downs of why I believe that this is low-key an underrated signing for the Raiders going forward, and why I think he can contribute now, but also help out some of the young guys in the future. Now, before we get into the video, do me a favor, guys, and smash that like button just so we can help this video get out to more Raiders fans. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Join the family. I will be covering the entirety of the offseason, which includes any signings, trades, training camp, preseason, regular season, anything you can think of. I've got you guys covered, as well as live streaming games. I think the Raiders play the 49ers this Sunday. I will be live for that game, so make sure you guys come watch that game with me. But without any further ado, let's get into the video. Now, Damian Williams is a back who, started off his career in Miami, where he played about 4 seasons, never really broke out. But then he went to the Kansas City Chiefs in 2018 and 2019, where he had his 2 most productive seasons, carrying over 160 times over a 2-year span, getting over like 700 rushing yards and 9 touchdowns, averaging about 4.8 yards per carry during his time in Kansas City, while he also won a Super Bowl. Then the next 2 years, 2021 and 2022, he didn't really play too much, but over his career, he's been a pretty effective running back in terms of carrying the ball 336 times for about 1,400 yards, averaging 4.2 yards per carry and 14 touchdowns. But as well, he's been very reliable in the receiving game as well, catching 154 passes for over 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns, averaging 7.9 yards per catch. Now, the reason why I like this deal the most here for the Raiders is strictly because you have Josh Jacobs, one of the best running backs in the game of football right now, but he is not with the team. He is, kind of holding out. He wants a new contract, and the Raiders are very reluctant to give that to him, which means there is kind of a hole in their running back room right now. You've got Zamir White, the 4th-round pick back in 2022. You got a veteran, Amir Abdullah, who looks to get some pass-catching work. You also got Brandon Bolden, the former New England Patriot running back. And then from there, maybe Bertaine Brown could break out, but they needed to add another body until Josh Jacobs gets back, if he gets back. So I think that this is a very solid signing. When you look at their running back room, I think they needed to add another guy, needed at least another training camp body, a guy to come in here, add competition, but also I think he can come in and help mold some of these young guys like Zamir White, like Bertaine Brown. I think he can really help mold these guys into the player that, they can be and reach their true potential. So I don't think Damian Williams is going to come in and be a day 1 starter by any means, but I think he can help, make the running back room more competitive, make it more deep, and also just add another guy in preseason to get another look at and see if he can make the 53-man roster. But with that being said, that's all I have for you guys today. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications, and make sure you guys check out Underdog Fantasy if you guys play fantasy football, but don't want to go through the struggle of making start-sit decisions. Underdog Fantasy does it all for you. It is amazing. Use my promo code and check out this next little segment so you guys can figure out how to do it. Brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. And if you love playing fantasy sports like football, basketball, baseball, and so many other sports, but also love being able to win money, you're going to want to stick around for this whole segment. Introducing Underdog Fantasy, the ultimate platform for fantasy sports lovers. Do you want to experience the thrill of drafting your team and competing for huge prizes? Well, look no further. With Underdog Fantasy, you get access to a wide range of fantasy sports, including football, basketball, baseball, and so much more. But here's what makes Underdog Fantasy stand out from all of those other apps. They've got quick and user-friendly drafting process, a unique and exciting game formats, fair and competitive contests for all skill levels, and attractive bonuses and promotions. Not only can you draft teams and compete with others, but you can also play a game of higher and lower, which is personally my favorite thing to do on there, but you can potentially win 20 times the money you put down. And if you use code MattyDubs when you sign up, Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. And what that means is basically when you deposit, let's say $100, they'll give you a free $100 to use and play with. Click the link in the description to get started, or head to the website right now to start dominating the fantasy world. And don't miss out on all the fun. Be a part of the Underdog community starting now. And don't forget, if you use code MattyDubs, they'll match your first deposit up to $100. Let's get started. Get into drafts with me starting today.